Welcome to the ending of a very busy week here, week 3 in football rivals. We have Florida State Seminoles coming to North Carolina to take on the Tar Heels. The ACC is a brand new after the relegations. You see some of the teams that are new to the conference. Standings as is, not many conference games have been played yet. Notre Dame has played 2 games in the conference. NC State's played 1. Florida State has Brandon Smith. We'll just say both teams here have we have 2 user-submitted players. I can get my tongue out from underneath myself. We have 2 user-submitted recruits here. Quarterback Toby Fortune in his freshman year, leading the North Carolina Tar Heels, and Brandon Smith in his senior year, leading the Florida State Seminoles. He had a great year last year, great ending to the season last year. A little slow at the start. Florida State was the team that knocked off the NC State Wolfpack last season with Smokey Smith and Alvin Thompson in their Heisman runs, and Florida State knocked them off with this stout defense. You see number 13 and number 22 respectively. Should be a good game. Both teams are 1-0. Both teams are playing great ball. North Carolina, like I said, led by Toby Fortune, user-submitted recruit, and Brandon Smith leads the Florida State defense. So we'll see a lot of these 2 guys playing against each other, obviously, in the rain. We're going to expect a lot of slippery, maybe a lot of run plays. Depends on the offense scheme that they've dialed up today. But we've had the kickoff, and Florida State returns it out. Not very good. Dave Graves, another name that you might see in the draft next year, had a decent game last season. Last game, he had 318 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Graves will probably be a name you'll see in the draft next year. But here we go, first down, 4 wide. They hand it off right up the gut, very first play. And like we said, it's rainy, it's messy. There's a lot of stuff on the field. Kind of expect, kind of a bruising type offensive style here from the Seminoles today. They do run a run and shoot offense. So let's see if they spread the field out like they do right here. 4 wide, Graves in the shotgun. Option, he doesn't pitch. The pitch man gets eaten up, and he bounces off the first tackle, and he runs outside, and he's bouncing off other tacklers. As Graves, you see the passing stats, obviously they've only played 1 game, but 318, 2 touchdowns, 24 of 38, as he runs and scrambles for about 8 yards on that play. Graves does have, he's not a speed burner, but he does have the wheels needed to get out and run those option plays like they just did as they come back out in 4 wide. You're going to see a lot of 4 wide, 1 halfback sets running that run and shoot option offense. Graves rolls out to the right. He's looking, he bombs it downfield. He's got a man. Oh, intercepted by the Tar Heels. The safety gets the interception, and he's running it back, and there's no one in front of him as he finally runs it back about 35 yards in the return with the interception. And Florida State, that was the knock against Graves. He took a lot of heat from his own team at the end of the year last year in the bowl game. A lot of guys on his own team in the Florida State locker room said Graves just didn't have what it took to lead them this year to get past into the promised land. And right off the bat, first drive of the game, he throws an interception. As North Carolina and Toby Fortune comes out. Empty split, he runs it, it's a quarterback option. Ooh, takes a smack after an 8-yard quarterback dive, quarterback option draw, right up the gut. Looks like the safety comes up and just deplants him off his feet into the mud. And Fortune gets an 8-yard run. Fortune will be on next year's season. He'll be in year 3 of the college season as a little quick pass, and he tipped at the line. They try a quick little tunnel screen out there to get the 2 yards needed for the first down. Fortune is very fortunate that he did not get picked off there because there was nothing but green space in front of the defense. 3rd and 2, 3 wide right, the jet sweep. Fortune keeps it. He doesn't give to the receiver coming in the jet sweep. And Brandon Smith, there he is, making his impact felt early. You watch Smith just gets off his tackle, throws the offensive lineman off of him, says, "Get the hell off me," and makes the big tackle, 2-yard loss. And that's the 2 recruit players, Brandon Smith and Toby Fortune. You're going to see a lot of them as they do a fake punt. They run it, and it's interception. The punter throws an interception. He's got nothing in front of him. He's going to 30, 20, 10, and no one's going to touch him. They try the trickeration. They try a fake punt pass. and it gets intercepted and ran back for a touchdown. And this Florida State defense on all aspects, all three phases of the game, what you need to win the game. And Florida State with a great special teams play there with the interception and the run back for 6. And just like that, Florida State is up 7-0. See a lot of matchups today. See how Brandon Smith can get past those offensive linemen of North Carolina. They took, Fortune took a couple hits last week. Their win, but they didn't play quite the caliber of offense or defense with a player like Brandon Smith. So we'll see how disruptive Brandon Smith can be as the kickoff is from the end zone. He runs out to about the 23-yard line. As you see down at the bottom, this is an ACC conference game. As Florida State comes back out on defense, they allowed 6 yards on that last drive. Net. Fortune did have an 8-yard quarterback draw and a 2-yard loss on that third down. We have 3 wide right, one right left. Option, he keeps the ball. Fortune's got wide open field in front of him, and he goes out to the left side, and he gets a 17-yard rush. And Fortune does have the wheels to run this option offense. You see, last week he got 14 rushes for 108 yards. Tonight he already has 25. The Tar Heels come back out in that little bunch set to the right. He falls back, quick pass over the middle, and he hits his man for a 4-yard catch. John Johnson right over the middle, just a little quick slant. Fortune in some, get him. That was his second pass of the game. Get him in stride, get some passes, get some confidence built into him. They come out in a little cluster to the left, 2 tight left, two wide right, and they hand it off to the left, and he's got blockers. He outruns the defender, and he gets outside of the first down with a 10-yard rush. And North Carolina is eating up this Florida State defense on the ground. They really need to quit. They need to quit trying to run the options and getting cute, run these passes. And they need to just come right at Florida State's defense as they're running 3-3-5. You see Brandon Smith there at left end. He will be coming, right in the face of Fortune every play almost as he's fighting his offensive blocks. They're double teaming him. Fortune takes a shot downfield. He's got a man, and he's tackled at that 8-yard line. Fortune with a 37-yard dart. 2 of 3, 41 yards. You see Fortune very patient, waits for the receiver to get wide open. And that's Johnson, I believe, for a 37-yard pickup on the play. And now North Carolina is threatening to score. They're down to the 9-yard line of Florida State. Brandon Smith out there at that wide left end, crashes down. It's an option. Ooh, Fortune punches the defensive lineman in the face, but can't get past the linebacker with a 0-yard net run. Fortune gave that guy a Rocky Balboa punch to the face. They come out 3 wide right, 2nd and goal. Handoff up the middle. He breaks through the first tackle with a second tackle, gets him 5-yard rush. This is what we were saying. North Carolina looks really good on these runs. They need to keep, especially to that left side, they really need to keep testing that left side to see what they can get here against Florida State. They come out with a little different look, 3 wide left this time. I think it's going to be to the right, and it is. It's an option. He punches that first guy to the ground again. But Jackson there, I believe that's the safety. Jackson comes up to finish off the play at the goal line, around the 5-yard line. And it's going to be 4th and goal, and North Carolina's most likely, they come out to kick the field goal just to get some points. This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight, most likely. And it's good. And Florida State is up 7-3 as North Carolina drives down the field really good on especially that 37-yard strike from Fortune. But they fall down in the red zone, and they settle for 3. Kickoff down to about the 3-yard line. Florida State runs it back. He's got blockers. He runs to the left. He majukes move, and he gets inside the 32-yard line on a 28-yard return by Stephen Clark. See, the defense is obviously it's early, so this isn't really going to be. It's going to kind of be skewed a little bit. But Florida State defense is looking good. Let's see if Graves can have a little confidence and come out 3 wide left. See what Florida State can do. Graves he's running, he's taken off, and he's tackled, sacked for a 2-yard loss. He should have been a little more patient. You know, we say Graves is going to be in the first draft for the Pro League. Maybe not. He's not auditioning very well. As obviously Brandon Smith will be most likely a top 10 draft pick. Oh, Florida State comes out 3 wide right. It's another option. He pitches it. He's got a guy. He picks up the block. Another block, and he's fighting through the tackle. He's fighting through 3 tacklers as Nick Reed picks up. Ooh, we have an injury. And it looks like Graves is injured on the option play. He took a hit pitching it out to Reed. Florida State will have their backup come in. Takes the snap. Number 15 is the backup. He takes a shot. First play, and he's got a guy down the right sideline. Great play. What a way by Matt Malone to get a 37-yard reception down the sideline as Kellen Clemens, the backup quarterback, comes in and says, I got this, coach. Let's take a shot downfield, catch them off guard. And they did. In the rain, in the mud. Didn't expect that with a rookie, or not rookie, sorry, but a backup quarterback coming in. You didn't expect him to take a shot like that. Almost a 40-yard gain right off the bat as he hands off to the left side, and he's going to get swallowed. And he fights through the first tackle, but he can't get through the second tackle. He had about a 2-yard loss, and he threw off the first tackler to get out to the outside to get a 2-yard run. That should have been a 2 or 3-yard loss. As soon as we know the injury to Graves, we will update you guys. Come out 3 wide right. Clemens is sitting there. He hits the quick. Ooh! He hits the quick hook in the receiver's hands. It was the halfback, actually. It looks like Reed dropped it. And it's now 3rd and 8 for the Seminoles. Looks like the same formation. 3 wide right. Halfback left. Clemens drops back. It is the same exact play. He's got a guy over the middle. He hits him first down, and it's the tight end catches it. Matt Malone, sorry, not the tight end. Matt Malone from the left. Just came dragging from the left side across to the right. Hit him in the middle of the field and gets the 8-yard pickup, 10-yard pickup for the first down. As Clemens is 2 for 3 for 48 yards now. We got 3 wide left, empty backfield, 2 wide right as Clemens drops back. He's got a guy in the end zone. He hits a guy in the flats, and he's running towards the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, never mind. Haley got hit at the 1-yard line, and it is not a touchdown. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Seminoles from the inch line. You got to figure this is a run as they come out too tight. Handed right up the gut, untouched, and he didn't get in. Nick Reed had a wide open spot off the guard, huge hole, and he tried to get cute and juke it to the outside, and he got smacked at the goal line, and it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Seminoles. 3 wide right. This time he's got a guy in the middle. Clemens is just sitting there, and he took off too slow, a little too late, as Clemens gets taken down for a 5-yard sack by Adam Wright. North Carolina playing great goal line defense. As he gets chopped down at the line, head over heels, comes up, gets up. That's why you never stop working. And he comes back and hits Clemens from the back. Clemens was fighting through some tackles, but Wright just comes in and finishes off the play. Great play by the Tar Heels. Now it looks like they're coming out in a nickel formation. 3 very wide left. Clemens drops back. He has a guy on the out. He just didn't have the throw power. He just didn't have the zip to get there. He had a guy early on the quick out to the right side, and the ball just floated and sailed on him. As the Seminoles will kick the field goal about 23 yards. It's up. And it's good. And the Seminoles stretch their lead to a 7-point lead, leading by 1 score here in North Carolina. Kickoff is up. 4 yards deep in the end zone, and he will kneel it down. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. You see that Seminoles defense has allowed 77 yards. Got the interception on the fake punt. That was a touchdown. The only touchdown of the game so far. Brandon Smith and the Seminole defense comes back out. See what Fortune's got dialed up as they go bunch right. Another option. He pitches it right. This Seminoles defense is just too fast, though, to try to stretch them out, especially with Smith on that outside. They ran right at Smith and the linebackers. Outside linebackers of Florida State are great too. They're very good coverage, play recognition style linebackers as they come out 5 wide, empty set. Fortune motioning a guy in to come block for him as Brandon Smith gets picked up by 2 and he throws it on the run, and it's another interception by Fortune. He throws it. He was getting rushed by Smith, the wide receiver. He pulled in motion to help block, tried to pick Smith up, and Smith forced the early throw by Fortune as the linebacker picks it up out there. We were just talking about how they had really good coverage as Fortune's getting an earful on the sideline by his coach. But needless to say, the Florida State Seminoles are getting the ball in great field position here on the 29-yard line of the Tar Heels with 19 seconds left in the first quarter. They hand it off up the middle, and Reed is going to have a first down on about a 12-yard carry by Nick Reed right up the gut on a handoff dive, just right up the middle, as Clemens is still in at quarterback for the Seminoles. We don't know the injury to Graves yet. Come out 4 wide. He's got the guy on the out route again, but he doesn't hit him as Clemens just sits there and floats one, and he throws an interception. The Tar Heels get an interception now down at about the 4-yard line as Clemens he just doesn't have the zip needed to get the ball out there as he had a man open and just sailed the ball up high. Number 22 by the Tar Heels there gets the interception as now Clemens is getting an earful. Actually, it looks more like constructive criticism there by the coach on the sideline. You're not the normal guy. I understand as the Tar Heels come out in I formation, hand off to the left side, and McCoy gets a 1-yard rush, and that will end the first quarter as it's been very turnover heavy. And you see the interception there thrown by Florida State. There's the fake punt return the fake punt interception return for the touchdown. Brandon Smith and the Seminoles defense does have the Tar Heels a little weary, a little antsy. Got to figure they're going to kind of settle in now. They're at home. It's a guy over the middle again for a 4-yard reception. It was 2nd and 9. Now it's 3rd and 5. As Toby Fortune's 3 of 5 for 44 and 1 interception. About 3 wide, 1 halfback. Backfield with him. Fortune, they're going to block. It rolls out right, hits a guy wide open, and they're going to get a first down. That's what they needed. They just need to get some chunk plays to get down the field as Jonathan Davis gets his 3rd reception for 48 yards. And that's what they need to do with Fortune. They need to keep running the ball like they've been doing, get some small chunk plays, 5 to 8 yard pass plays to get Fortune back in the game, get his confidence back up. Come out shotgun formation. He hits another. There you go. He hits another wide receiver across the middle for another 8-yard reception. It's Davis again. Now the Seminoles, they started at like their own 3-yard line this drive. Now they're driving. It's 2nd and 2. 7 minutes left in the first half. Down by a touchdown. They hand off a delayed draw. He's got blockers to the right side, and now McCoy gets an 8-yard rush. And 8 seems to be the magic number as they're getting 8 yards of play on this drive now. Small plays down the field. 2 halfbacks in the backfield. 3 wide. Play action. Fortune hits. Oh, he had the halfback. The halfback was not even looking as Fortune had a halfback wide open in the middle of the field with pretty good field in front of him, no one around him. They come back out 5 wide. Fortune drops back, hits a guy over the middle again for a 5-yard reception. It's McCoy again. And this time he was looking and he caught it for a 5-yard reception. Grinding some time off, 6 of 9. About 3 wide, tight right, halfback in the backfield. Quick drop. There's the dive again, right up the middle. McCoy released out of the backfield, got a 4-yard reception. And they're feels like they're trying to bait these linebackers to come in as it's 4th and 1. So Seminoles did force them to punt it as it ends in a 4th and 1. Seminoles try to return there, but they get nothing on the return. Looks like Clemens is still in at quarterback. Still don't know the injury to Graves. Takes a shot downfield in the middle. 6-yard reception to Brian Williams.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Great play there by Clemens. He needs to settle down. Same thing as Fortune. Both these quarterbacks are just trying to play bigger than they are. They hand Reed the ball right up the gut for a 5-yard rush for the first down. He's got 35 yards on the ground so far. Florida State comes out 3 wide, 1 halfback. Clemens with a quick drop, and he just floats it out there again. You can see even on that play, he had a guy with a little quick hook out to the wide hash of the field, and he just floats it out there to Matt Malone instead of zipping. You got to figure that, assuming this guy has like 0 throw power, as he had a guy wide open. If he would have hit him a little quicker, a little more zip, he could have turned upfield and gotten a lot more. As they run an option, and he is smacked in the backfield. He looks like a marshmallow rolling down the field. He never got any head of steam, and the defensive tackle just creams him in the backfield, man. 4-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 8, 4.5 minutes left to go in the half. Neither one of these teams is having any luck getting down the field. As he gets tackled again, got rid of the ball somehow. They're ruling it down, but it's going to be 4th and 8 as the Seminoles go back to punt again. Snap, moving punt. Down to about the 22-yard line. He has blockers set up, and he runs right into a tackle after a 10-yard return. And the Tar Heels will take over the ball with a little over 4 minutes left to go in the half. If they're going to try to get anything going, they have to do it this drive. As it looks like Fortune was looking downfield, trying to find something to go downfield, maybe take a shot, but he goes back to his security blanket, John Johnson, gets a quick little 7-yard gain over the middle. They come out 4 wide, halfback set, halfback deep. The halfback releases, blocks, and he floats it again to the left side of John Johnson again for a 5-yard reception. As we're now at 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. 3:40, the clock's ticking. Fortune alone in the backfield. He's got a guy in motion coming in. It is the jet sweep. They do hand it off to the sweep this time, and he gets a 2-yard gain to John Johnson. They've thrown it to him so much, they said, what the heck, let's just try to see if he can get anything. He gets a 2-yard gain. Clock's still ticking, a little over 3 minutes now, as Fortune loads it to the left side. Both quarterbacks, you got to figure maybe it's just windy down there on the field. It's Fortune, who does have zip, loaded it. He caught it. I mean, maybe it's got to be the weather, right? It's got to be the wind and the rain. Fortune empty backfield. He's got a guy over the middle streaking down the field, and he throws it backwards for a 1-yard reception as the Seminoles defense holds again.
That brings us 4th and 7.
As the Tar Heels punt again. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left. Seminoles take it from the 12-yard line, and Stephen Clark is having no luck on the punt returns. All right, we have Clemens at quarterback, the backup quarterback. Graves' injury, I still haven't seen it yet. Seminoles are up by a score, and there's Clemens with some zip on the ball. Finally steps up into the throw. Brian Williams for an 18-yard reception over the middle. That's what the Seminoles need to do, is they need to try to stretch these plays downfield some more. To get this Carolina defense has just gotten way too comfortable with playing in the coverages that they're running. They come out 4 wide, halfback deep with them. Crowd's getting a little loud. Handoff to the right side, and he's smacked in the backfield. Nick Reed, a negative 2-yard loss, as Kareem Wade hits him in the backfield, just throws his block off. Hello, Mr. Running Back. He just, my mind just went blank watching that hit again. We got Clemens 4 wide, halfback deep, and they run another option up the middle. It's 2nd and 12, and he gets about 7 yards in the gain. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. Minute 50 left in the first quarter, or first half. Seminoles, you would assume they're trying to get some points here because it's 3rd and 5. They need to get 5 or 6 yards for the first down, obviously. They come out 4 wide, the same run and shoot style offense. And Clemens is creamed in the backfield. He fumbles the ball, and it's going to be a forced sack fumble. The offensive lineman got it. It's going to be 4th and 16 as the clock continues to tick. But it actually looks like North Carolina took a timeout there late. Minute 38 left in the first half as the Seminoles will punt to the Tar Heels. Deep punt. Great blocks are set up. He runs to the left side. He runs. This Chuck Moore, he's doing a great job returning the ball on the punts, but he's just running. He goes towards his blockers, but he doesn't read off the blockers as he gets a 14-yard return. He's been averaging 14, 15 yards on his returns. So now there's enough time left, a minute and a half left in the first half, to see if fortune North Carolina can as they do a delayed handoff up the middle for a 1-yard gain by McCoy. I would assume that they're going to try to score before first half is over. 5 wide. Fortune takes the snap, takes a shot over the middle, and he breaks the tackle. Is that Johnson? As he breaks another tackle, he breaks a 3rd tackle. Jonathan Davis on a set. That was the hardest 17-yard pass reception I've ever seen in my life as he bounced off 3 or 4 would-be tacklers before finally going down. And the Tar Heels are in business as they're on the Seminoles side of the field. 4 wide. Halfback steps up the block. He's got a guy down the field, and he hits him in stride. Fortune drops it in the basket. Oh, he dropped it. The defender knocked it loose at the last second. That was a beautiful pass by Fortune. And the Seminoles defense knocked it out at the last second. As they come out, everybody releases. He hits the halfback in the flats. Boy gets a 5-yard reception, and we're down to about 45 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and 5. The Tar Heels going to take a shot. Fortune takes it. Oh, and he's going to get sacked in the backfield as Fortune was trying to dial up. You can see him cocking as Brandon Smith says, "Welcome to the league." That's his first sack against Fortune. As Smith comes blazing down off his block, and that was his 3rd tackle, 1 for loss, which is obviously the sack. Brandon Smith acclimates himself to Toby Fortune of the Tar Heels. And that will probably be the last play of the first half. If you are new to the league, please go and hit subscribe, follow, like, comment, do whatever you can. Share the league, get it blown up. We are approaching 62,000 views today. We are in year 2 of the college season. I'll take this halftime to shamelessly plug the league, as we are, like I said, heading into, this is the 2nd year of the college league. Every player that is submitted every college player plays 2 years before going into a pro draft. And then we will have a pro draft where the league is 100% customizable. All leagues are owned by players, by human beings, users that submit their user applications, their owner applications. You have to prove that you have the vision and the desire to run an organization. As we see, big defensive game here on the highlights. But you have to prove that you have the desire and the want to run an organization and run it successfully in the pro league. Actually, this week we started the board. Some of the advisors and myself started working on what will be the first draft class going into the first pro draft. And it's looking interesting. It's very, very cool. Alvin Thompson, he's one of the he won the Heisman Trophy at halfback last year for NC State. You got to figure he's going to be one of the top 3 to 5 draft picks to go. And then Jimmy McNamara, the Texas A&M Aggies quarterback who won the national championship last year and then transferred to Georgia and he's got Georgia looking like a beast over there. Got to figure he might be the #1 quarterback to go. But Smokey Smith is high in the Heisman rankings again this year, as he was last year, pretty much all year. Smith, is trying to get that #1 quarterback spot. So it definitely is a battle between McNamara and Smokey Smith right now. QB1. As the Tar Heels take the kickoff and the touchback. Starting the second half of play here, the Tar Heels will get the ball at the 25-yard line. Fortune has plenty of time as he floats it out there and he just throws it away. Fortune is not looking like himself like he did last week, and assuming it's something to do with the weather. As the Seminoles rush, they're trying to set up a screen there, and the Seminoles just all-out blitzed. Dialed up the correct defensive play and forced Fortune to just sail it out of bounds and throw it away as they come out 3 wide left, nothing right. Fortune drops back. He's got time. He's got blocks, and he zips it in for the first down. And the John Johnson again on an 11-yard reception as the Tar Heels get the first down. Tar Heels come out after that great first down pickup, 3 wide right. Delayed handoff up the middle, and Brandon Smith and company make sure McCoy only gets a 2-yard rush. He's at 27 on the day now. A lot of tough downhill running that he's done. Seminoles come out. 4, it looks like a dime defense. It's Smith. Was that Smith? No, it was the safety on a safety blitz. The safety hit him in the backfield. What could have been a 5 or 6 yard loss. That could have been disastrous for the Tar Heels. McCoy just smacks him into the dirt. Says, "Get the heck off me." Turns a huge loss into a small gain. It's now 3rd and 9, 5 wide. Fortune's all alone in the backfield. Drops back. He's got time. He takes a shot to the sideline, and that was a great pass to Davis for a 12-yard reception. That's the Fortune that we saw last week, as he's 14 of 21, 127 yards, and an interception so far. And is this the drive? Finally gets Carolina on the scoreboard. And the touchdown call as Brandon Smith comes in, untouched it looks like. We have to see this replay. Brandon Smith comes in basically untouched and just blows this play up in the backfield. And that's why Brandon Smith is one of the top 2 defensive ends in this league right now. They option left. He keeps it. He just he looked like he was going to go in the middle of the field, and then he floated it out to the left side. Picks up a couple yards. Makes it a more manageable 3rd and 10 as Fortune in the Carolina offense comes out 3 wide right. Halfback releases. Fortune's got time. He zips it down. He's got a man in the flag route out there. It's Jonathan Davis on another 17-yard reception, taking him over 100 yards receiving now. And Fortune at 144 yards. He's about to hit 150. As that was a great pickup. Smith, you see Brandon Smith got blocked. Great blocking on the outside that time. As he takes a great shot, a little mid-range shot downfield. 17-yard pickup. Delayed handoff up the middle, and it's another blow-up in the backfield by the defensive tackle, Tony Sampson. Untouched. Is that the defensive tackle or the middle linebacker? I have to look at my roster here. Regardless, they come out under center this time. Man in motion to the right side. They hand off to that right side. He's got blocks. Oh, and he helicopters him into the air. That was a Deshaun Young. Hit him in the hip and launched him into the air. McCoy became a McHelicopter that time as he just end over end flipped up in the air. And a 3-yard loss as it's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Tar Heels. Come out 4 wide, halfback. You got to figure he's going to block as he comes in. He's going to block. Smith comes around the right side and gets off his block again. And Smith is making a bid to be the #1 defensive end spot. And you see him just shuffling and getting through, just powering through his block. Comes around the corner. Fortune sees him at the last second, and Smith just wraps him up and drives him to the ground. 2nd sack on the game, as it will now be 4th and 20, and the Tar Heels are going to have to punt it away. As it's going to bounce out of the back of the end zone. Seminoles will get the ball. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter at the 20-yard line. Hands it up to the counter play. He handed it off to the left, and he shot back to the right side. I'm not sure if that was a true counter play or if Reed just didn't like what he saw to that left side, as he bounces over for a 3-yard gain to that right side, and it's now going to be 2nd and 7. 4 wide. Clemens is still in at quarterback, so as he hits a guy on the deep flat out there, deep out, 4-yard reception for Brian Williams, his 3rd of the day, 28 yards, 9.3 average, and it's going to be 3rd and 3 for Clemens and the Seminoles. Still don't know what's wrong with Graves. Clemens, he pitches it, and it's a fumble, and the Carolina Tar Heels will get the ball. Now the Tar Heels are in business as Clemens makes a huge error pitching it as he was getting hit, and the ball flopped back in the backfield. About an 8 to 10 yard loss, and the Tar Heels jump on the ball, and now they are in business as now they have to score. They got to figure they have to score here. They come out like a wishbone type offense. Triple option. Fortune, he keeps the ball, doesn't hand it off to doesn't give to the fullback, which is a good decision, but he should have pitched it really quick right there. He had the guy to the outside. He's bottled up in the backfield for a 2nd 11-yard. Now's not the time to get cute. Now's the time to take one of your 15 to 18-yard shots that you've been doing all game. You get a touchdown. There you go, right over the middle. And he rolls forward, tries to get the first down. It looks like, did he fumble? No, it was just rolling around there as he goes over 100 yards receiving now. It's going to be 3rd and 1. About 4 wide. They stretch him out. There's only 3 defensive linemen down. You run up the middle. There's nothing there. He has a guy over the middle. 1st down. And Fortune hits a guy. He hits McCoy for the 5-yard reception. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Tar Heels. Come out 5 wide. This is going to be a quarterback draw. And it is. It's a quarterback draw, and he gets smacked on the line of scrimmage there. Big number 63, Brandon Sands, with his first tackle, and it's a big one. As Fortune on the dialed-up quarterback draw didn't follow his blocks like he should, and he runs right into Sands. Second and goal. Is this Wildcat? Nope. It's a quick something. I don't know what that was. As Fortune looks like he was supposed to run a little quick screen out there to the tight end maybe, but he dropped the. Again, this weather is impacting the game as the quarterbacks, the wind's catching the passes. They come out 5 wide. It's not a draw this time. He takes a shot to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He finally gets a good play. As he finally takes a good shot out there, the receiver, as the Tar Heels offense gets going there, and we have a tie ball game barring an incomplete point after attempt, and it's good. And we're tied at 10 as the Tar Heels finally had some mic difficulty there. Got a little excited on the touchdown passes. Saw why Fortune is the starting quarterback for the Tar Heels with that great touch pass in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. As the Florida State Seminoles take the kickoff for the touchback and will now have the ball back. Clemens is still under the back there as quarterback. We're assuming Graves most likely is not coming back. Takes a shot over the middle of the field, and this Seminoles offense has got to get going with Clemens. Defense can't win the game for you. Defense does win championships, but you got to take shots downfield to get points on the board. About 4 wide. Drops back. Sails one to the left side and almost intercepted again, as he is now only 8 of 13 for 98 yards with the pick. A 3rd and 4 for the Seminoles from the 31-yard line. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Carolina defense looks like it's coming out in a dime style, and they're blitzing. They're blitzing. He's got the screen set up. He's got blockers downfield, and he gets smacked at around the 45-yard line as Nick Reed gets his first reception of the game, and it's a big one, as it's a 13-yard pickup for a first down right when Clemens and the Seminoles needed it. You see the total yards there, 141 to 196 respectively, as the Seminoles go out 5. They empty the backfield 5 wide. He takes a shot over the middle, and he connects over the middle for a first down with Brian Williams for a 6-yard reception. And now Clemens is filling it.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
About 4 wide. Delayed handoff right up the middle, and he reads his blocks great right there as a 6-yard rush for the first down as Nick Reed approaches 50 yards on the ground. He hasn't had a huge game, but he's gotten the yards needed for the first downs when necessary. Come out 4 wide again here. Clemens hands back off to Reed again, and he tries to power through the tackle in the backfield, but it ends up losing a yard. As that will take us to 30 seconds left in the third quarter after the replay here, and most likely gonna be the last play of the third quarter. This is Football Rivals, guys. Go in, like everything, comment, subscribe, send everything. As Clemens takes a shot over the middle, they do run another play and hits Doug Haley for a 13-yard dot over the middle for Haley's 2nd reception. Clock ticks down to 10 seconds left in the third quarter. 4 wide again, halfback to backfield. Clemens takes a short drop as always. He's got time. He takes a shot over the middle and somehow connects to Williams for a 10-yard reception and a first down. And that is the end of the third quarter. We have a ball game here, all knotted up at 10. Bad weather, bad play. Defenses are reigning supreme here, as you saw in the replay there. Fortune in the offense finally gets something dialed up down the field late in the third quarter. Ties this game up. But the Seminoles and Clemens are finally finding their groove here as they're driving down the field at the Tar Heels 21-yard line. Clemens takes the snap, play action. He has all day, takes a shot, and he's got a dime around the 5-yard line to Reggie Colley, as it's his first reception of the day. Clemens passes 150 yards now with that great read, great time, great setup there. That's more than likely the slot receiver or the tight end that came in. Got the play for the Seminoles. Now they're in business. Oh, and there's going to be a booth review. And I'm going to take a water break while we take this booth review.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
That's borderline. Looks like it could get called either way. And they do let the play stand. As it was just a little small, the big play by Colley. Small margin for error there, but they wanted to make sure they had it right. The Seminoles now have 4 wide. 1st and goal. They hand it to Reed up the middle, and he had it if he would have put his head down and went over the middle. But regardless, he gets a 4-yard gain. And he will cross 50 yards on the ground for the day. Like I said earlier, it's been 50 grueling, grinding yards. They come out in a big formation, hand off to Reed to the right side, and he falls into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Seminoles finally get some points on the board offensively, and that's their first offensive touchdown as Nick Reed Takes a couple hits at the goal line, rolls forward through the tackles. The Tar Heels were there, but the two guys that met him just couldn't drive him backwards. And the Seminoles are up by 7 now. Kick is up. Now the Seminoles are up by 7. Again, guys, this is Football Rivals. If you haven't watched any of the games from this week or from this season so far, go back and watch them. Go back, hit subscribe so you can be notified of the games. We started lunch break games this week. Wednesdays and Fridays will now have mid-afternoon games to get you through your midday and the end of the week work week. 2 p.m. Eastern kickoffs. And we're going to get some better matchups for you this week because it was kind of, as you see the shots here that we're trying to take early. Graves, his only offensive drive of the game, or no, he was in 2 offensive drives. The second one was where he got injured. But Graves has been knocked out early. Not a good look for Graves, who's trying to go into the pro draft, and he's injured, not in the game. I'll try to get that injury report to you guys later. As Fortune, the Tar Heels come out with the ball. And Fortune takes a strike, and he's got a guy downfield. And now Darius Terry, 37-yard reception. That's his first catch of the game as Fortune takes a shot downfield and goes over 200 yards on the day now. And Fortune, after that last touchdown drive, now he's feeling it. And they respond back and get more points on the board also to tie this game back up. Come out 4 wide, halfback back there in the play action. He takes the ball and he had probably a touchdown in front of him on that play, and he gets shoestring tackled for an 11-yard gain by Will Doucette. Doucette, you saved a touchdown there. They come out, looks like it's going to be a Wildcat or this is a Wildcat, I believe, as McCoy takes the Wildcat snap for a 2-yard rush. Be around 6.5 minutes left in the game. The Tar Heels are driving now down to the 24-yard line. Let's see if Brandon Smith and the Seminoles can make a goal line, or not goal line, but a red zone stand. Bad play call right there, as Fortune does manage to somehow get a 2-yard rush. Option RPO style up the middle. He kept it, rolled forward for a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 6 now. 3 wide right, nothing to the left. Drops back. He's got a deep drop off, and he dumps it off to his halfback. That was none. McCoy gets 3 yards somehow. And it looks like the Tar Heels are going to take a field goal. No, it's 4th and 3, and the Tar Heels will come out and try to get the first down here as they come out 5 wide. Fortune takes a shot. Oh, bad. Everything bad all the way around. 0-yard reception as Fortune takes a dump off to Johnson, I believe it was, John Johnson. And that was it's 4th and 3. You got to go at least a 5-yard route to get the first down. But regardless, Seminoles now with the ball, and he gets rushed early. They do a play-action pass, and Tar Heels defense, it looks like the safety there came on a blitz and was right in Clemens' face right from the jump. About 4 wide. Clemens is, they had a great strike there as he hits Colley again. That's only Colley's 2nd reception, but both have been for a 16 and 14 yard respectively. And they've both been when the Seminoles needed it. 3 wide right. Play action takes another dump off to the left side, and that's Heath Johnson with a 10-yard reception. As Clemens is, that's Heath Johnson's first reception. As Clemens is, turning out to be great. He's spreading this ball out, distributing it, to other players. Not too many guys. He's got 2 100-yard receptions, I believe. They hand off up the middle, and Reed is untouched for about 8 yards before he gets hit and falls forward for a 9-yard rush and the first down for the Seminoles. Brandon Smith in this defense has said, Clemens, we've done all we can for you. You need to give us a break now. You need to take a long, methodical drive downfield after that 4th down stand. 4.5 minutes, play action. Takes a shot over the middle again, and he's got a 1st down again for another 19-yard reception to Colley. As Colley jumps up, he's excited. He's feeling it, and he should. I mean, he's grinding it out here, and it's a great play there over the middle as Colley's just being a zone buster, getting over in the middle of the field and just driving forward after he catches it. These conference games are big, brutal fights early in the season, as the conference is what matters, what gets you to that next level. Clemens is sacked after a big play by Matt West. That's a big play. You see, he just fights, beats his guy, comes off as gets across. There's 76 there. The offensive guard couldn't block him. Great play, great sack, 6-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 16 for the Seminoles. Up by 7, 4 minutes left. He was getting rushed as he sails it out to that right side and gets a 5-yard reception somehow. That's another one that looks like it got caught by the wind.
That makes it 3rd and 11.
Every time they try to hit that wide side of the field, the ball just seems to sail on them. Come out 4 wide. Clemens all day dumps it off to Reed over the middle for a 6-yard reception. It's going to be 4th and 5, 3.5 minutes left in the game. That's Reed's 2nd reception. Clemens goes over 210 yards, or over 200 yards at 210, as the Seminoles are going to let the clock tick down, try to take a 2-possession lead here. If you like what you see, I, by far, am not the greatest commentator in the world, but Skip Lloyd, who calls these Saturday night games, is. Go check out the Saturday night game last night, Michigan versus Notre Dame, as Skip Lloyd on the call. Phenomenal, professional broadcaster, and you will be in love. But the kick was up, and it's good, and now these Seminoles are up by 10, as Fortune and the Tar Heels have to get something going with 2:54 left in this quarter, in the game.
The kickoff is down for a touchdown.
You see the defensives have just been locked down. 6 sacks total, 4 interceptions. That fumble recovery was kind of Clemens' fault as he tried to pitch into the Tar Heels defender. Fortune takes a step back and he drops it off over the middle again. And he drops the ball. He had it in his hands and just dropped the ball over the middle. He was going to get hit anyway for a small gain. They come out another 5 wide. Defense looks good, and he gets smacked in the middle. He had the ball again. The Seminoles separate the wide receiver from the pass over the middle. The Seminoles there make another stand. It's going to be 4th and 10, and the Tar Heels are going to punt. It is a real punt. It's a booming punt. Way downfield to the 35-yard line. And Malone, I believe. No, Stephen Clark runs for an 8-yard return. See another look at the defense. Clemens and the Seminoles come out. They're going to try to run this clock out. Reed runs to the right side on a stretch play for a 2-yard gain, and we're down to 2:20. Tar Heels have got to dial up under 2 minutes after this snap. Up by 10. The Seminoles are probably going to just run the ball every play here, as it is another run up the middle with Reed as he hits that first guy and turns his shoulders and rolls forward every play. He rarely is getting hit in the backfield as the Tar Heels take a timeout. 3rd and 2. Got to figure it's going to be another run again, a heavy dose of Reed, as it is, up the middle, and he's got the first down. Tar Heels do take a timeout, but you got to figure that's probably going to be the end of the game. The Seminoles can get another first down. It's most likely, definitely the end of the game. Clock ticks down. Another run right up the middle with Reed. Another 2-yard rush, and another timeout by the Tar Heels. Number 13, Florida State up 20 over number 22, North Carolina 10. Minute 45 left in the game. They spread them out, handed up right up the gut. Reed falls forward and gets a 9-yard rush for the first down. And that should be pretty dang close to the end of the game. Come out one more play. I think they need like maybe one more first down here. They hand it to Reed up the gut again, and the Tar Heels just haven't figured this out. They 7-yard rush, and Nick Reed might hit 100 yards here at the end of the game. Probably not, though. They're probably going to come out in victory formation, and they're not. They're out in a 4 wide again, as they have been all game, and they're probably going to hand it to Reed again up the middle. Reed gets hit in the backfield finally, still falls forward for a 1-yard rush, as that is more than likely the final play of the game. Yep, it is. Thank you for watching today, guys. This was just a brutal, very physical, turnover-full game, as the Seminoles prove why they won the ACC last year. And the guys that are in the Discord and in the league, I'll try to see what Graves' injury is and when he's coming back, and I will post that. As you see, Nick Reed is the player of the game. 94 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. And the Tar Heels had no answer for him. Fortune did look great in his debut. As you see, this play by Graves was just atrocious. But that's the end of the game, guys. Thanks for showing up again. Go check out some of the previous games. Subscribe so you can see the podcast, the games, all the content for future. Come in, make a player, join the Discord. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good jazz, and we will see you Tuesday night for Week 4 here at Football Rivals.